Hello, and thanks for joining us. Now, members of the opposition parties in the House of Representatives have said they will contest for the positions of the Speaker and Deputy Speaker of the 10th National Assembly. The caucus has last month formed a coalition of known as the Greater Majority to upstage the All Progressives Congress. Thanks for joining us. This is Standpoint. I am Precious Amayo. We do apologize for coming late. We've been staying on the coronation of the King Charles III in England. But we're back here now to bring you political stories and big stories from around the country. Now, one of the big stories this week is that the minority parties, which put together have 183 members elect out of the 360 in the Green Chamber, say that they are going to contest for the Speaker and Deputy Speaker of the 10th Assembly. And joining us to have this conversation from our Abuja studio is Peter Akbanke. He's the House of Reps member-elect Obanluku Obudu Federal Constituency in Cross River. Good to have you join us. He joins us from our Abuja studio. Mr. Akbanke, if you can hear me, I was just saying good to have you join us.
Thank you. A pleasure.
All right, so we understand that members-elect of the opposition party are planning to upstage the APC by contesting for the Speaker and Deputy Speaker of the 10th Assembly. What more can you tell us about this?
Well, thank you. Members of the opposition party, you know, we have the greater majority in minority. If you look at the 10th Assembly House of Reps, to be precise, you know that we in opposition, the ruling party cannot do without us. They need us if actually they want to get the numbers they are looking for in the House. So we members of the opposition came together a few days ago and declared that we're interested in running for Speakership and Deputy Speakership of the House of Representatives. But today, maybe there's a mix-up. I didn't come here in respect of that. I came here on behalf of a New Vision support group supporting a particular aspirant for the position of Speakership of the 10th Assembly of the House of Representatives. I'm a member of PDP, representing Obanluku Obudu Federal Constituency of Cross River State. So I came here to speak on behalf of Right Honorable Aliu Mukhtar Betara and to speak about the New Vision support group. So I think the mix-up is from your end. So I think I want us to talk about that.
We will get to that shortly, but I just want to also ask you questions first from this particular meeting, because what we got earlier, especially from Honorable Jibrin Abdul Mumin, he said that, look, the idea of the greater majority, as you now call it, is that it was going to be a block to be taken, that, you know, like a negotiation block, but not necessarily that you were going to feed any candidates for any of these positions. But I want to understand what changed.
Well, like you said, my senior colleague, Honorable Jubrin, has spoken about that. I don't think I'm qualified to talk about it, even though I'm part of that group. They have their spokesperson. They can address you on that. But we just want you to know that we, the opposition, if we go into this contest, we have the numbers. It's just to lobby a few members from the ruling party to join us. And so whatever the APC is doing, they should know that with the opposition, we equally have the numbers that we can contest. I have the speakership. After all, this is democracy. There's nothing that disqualifies an opposition member from being the speaker or deputy speaker or holding any leadership position in the House. And with this, the last election, as you can see, we have the numbers. We have the numbers. The APC doesn't have the number to produce a speaker. They need us, the opposition, to put whoever they want to put in place. So that is what we're letting them know, that, look, we have the numbers and we're equally interested.
You're already supporting someone else. You say you are supporting Betara. If you're already supporting him, then what are the chances that these candidates that the opposition parties are looking to put out would even survive now that, different people have a different interest in different candidates?
Well, so far, it was just a meeting. Nobody from the opposition has declared for that position yet. Nobody. I'm not aware of anybody who has come out to declare that is running for Speaker or Deputy Speaker or whatever position from the opposition. We only had a meeting and said we are interested. A few days to come, the days are interesting. Let us see if anybody will come out and declare. But for now, for some of us in the opposition, cut across all political parties, we came together as members-elect, members of like minds, members who reason alike, members who really want the best for Nigeria. We came together and formed a group called New Vision Support Group. In that group, there's Labour Party, there's PDP, there's APC, there's YPP, there's NNPP, and all what have you. And then we decided to interface with all the people running for speakership, except Right Honorable Tanjudeen Abbas, who was not present. We invited them. After interfacing with them, we discovered that we decided to queue behind Right Honorable Aliyu Mukhtar Betara from Borno State. After speaking with all of them, we discovered that he's the one who had the interest of all the members at heart. He's the one who can really stabilize the House. He's the one who can liaise with the executive to make sure that projects are funded. He's the one who can liaise with the executive to make sure that the insecurity situation in Nigeria is surmounted. He's the one who can actually help us to attract the dividends of democracy to our federal constituencies. If you look at his antecedents, he's been chairman, Army. Under him as chairman, Army was a grade C committee, but because of the reforms in the Army sector, that committee was transformed from grade C to grade A. He was chairman Customs, he was chairman Defense, and now he's chairman Appropriation. If you can see, from 2019 to now, we've not had any issue of budget padding. The budgets are fully funded, projects are fully executed, and all of that. So those to us as members under the New Vision Group, we believe that such a man, if given the opportunity to be Speaker, Nigeria will be great. We have a lot of challenges at the moment, security challenges. If I may just
jump in there, because Mr. Kwake, just a minute, because people have said that, look, yes, the speakership should be zoned to the Northwest, first for fairness and balance in the country, seeing that both the president-elect from the Southwest and then the vice president-elect is from the Northeast and the same state as Mr. Betara, Borno State. And the people are saying, look, that is not going to be balanced. So how do you think that, look, we should have the same candidate from Borno State as the vice president-elect?
Well, at this point in Nigeria, the situation we find ourselves is not about zoning. Zoning is an internal arrangement. Zoning is not in the Constitution. We are looking at competence, looking at capacity, looking at who can deliver, looking at who can really transform Nigeria, looking at who can stabilize the National Assembly, looking at who can truly be a watchdog for the executive, who can ensure checks and balances. That's what we are talking at this point in time. Zoning does not suffice here as far as we are concerned. The President, Speaker of the House of Reps, and the President, Vice President of Nigeria, Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila and Professor Yemi Osibanjo, they are all from the same place. So zoning doesn't come in here, doesn't come in. We want somebody who can deliver, who can help us members to attract projects to our federal constituencies, who can ensure that the right thing is done, who can transform Nigeria, who can help us to surmount the security challenges we face at the moment, who can liaise with the executive to give our youth jobs. That is the kind of person we are looking at, who can really make the House of Representatives independent, as it's supposed to be. So the zoning here doesn't come into play. Let's think of capacity. If we want to look at the president-elect at the moment is a Muslim, and the vice president is a Muslim, we are not complaining. We know both of them did well when they were holding offices as governor of Lagos State and governor of Borno State. So Nigerians voted for them because they know they can deliver. They can actually help us to overcome the challenges we are going through at the moment. They can actually help our economy to stabilize. So that is what we are talking about. We are not looking at zoning. Let's look at who can do the job. Let's look at who can perform. Let's look at who will help members sponsor, help bills will be passed, approvals will be given speedily. If you look at the man Betara, check his antecedents. He has been doing well. Like I just told you about him being chairman House Committee on Appropriation. Look at the budgets. Check the releases. Check how budgets are funded. Check projects. Now projects are being executed. We've gone past those era where members
Ms. Agbake, when you say zoning is not the issue at the moment, should be competence. Even going into this particular election itself, zoning was a big issue. People have said, look, it is time for the South. It's time for the South to take the presidency. And that was a major conversation. In fact, northern governors in the APC also said, look, we are supporting a candidate from the South because it is time for the South. We have always stayed with that arrangement. And even more so now, a lot of analysts and a lot of Nigerians have said it is time to balance the ticket because of the unity, the mood of the nation at the moment. And it doesn't seem like your candidate does fit into that arrangement.
Let me ask you. The president-elect, the APC that are talking about zoning today, if you are aware, the national chairman of APC, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, on the eve of that primaries, announced that the party was going with the present Senate President, Senator Ahmed Lawan. The president-elect did not agree with that position. He contested, and because he was qualified, and he contested, and people love him, and he lobbied for votes, and he won. So where's the zoning? The present Speaker of the House of Reps ran for the position during the 8th Assembly. He ran with Right Honorable Yakubu Dogara. Where's the zoning? If he was zoned to Betara, why did he run? That is what I'm saying. I'm saying that at this point in time, we need somebody who can salvage us, not about zoning. Zoning does not suffice at all. We need somebody. What matters is if you can do the job, if you can deliver, you know what to do. We need a savior. We need somebody who can salvage us at this point in time. And that savior, we think, in the House of Reps is Right Honorable Aliyu Mukhtar Betara. It doesn't matter whether he's the brother to the vice president or is the uncle to the vice president. What we are talking about is competence, capacity.
Decides to zone it. If the APC decides to go with zoning and it doesn't favor your candidate you are supporting at the moment, what then would you do and what would he do?
I'm not a member of APC. I'm not a member. I've just given you instances where this same APC have zoned and people went against that zoning and won. So I'm not a member of APC. Their zoning I cannot be binding to it. We members of the New Vision Group have decided whether they zone or they don't zone, we are going to support Betara. And what matters is the number. What happens in the chambers that day is left for members. The APC cannot decide to us who we support for speakership. And I told you earlier that we, even members of the minority, we have the numbers. They don't have the numbers to produce a speaker. And you certainly know that some of the APC members too, who this zoning does not favor, will fall back this other way to support us. So we are not looking at zoning. We are looking at the man who can deliver Nigeria from the present situation we are. And that's why we have decided to stand by Right Honorable Aliyu Mukhtar Betara. Whether zoning or not, what matters is the vote inside the chambers that day.
So it's like, I want to be clear on what you're saying. You are saying that, look, no matter how the APC goes, as long as it doesn't favor Betara, you are going to upstage the APC.
Well, if you say we are going to support who we want to support. We are going to support who we want to support. Zoning does not suffice here, like I've said. It doesn't matter. We want somebody who can actually deliver and salvage Nigeria. And that person is Right Honorable Aliyu Mukhtar Betara. We are going to support him. We are lobbying members so the APC can zone to anywhere they are. They have been zoning and people have been going against the zoning. we can't be binding to their zoning because I'm not even a member of APC in the first instance.
But do you have the
and
numbers?
Even in this New Vision group, members of APC are there too.
I was asking you if I was going to ask you if you have the numbers to pull this off, to get him elected. Do you have the numbers in that your vision group?
New Vision group, as at yesterday, we have about 200 members. We're not just 360 in the House already. Now we are 359 because one of us died from Taraba State. So we have the numbers. We'll continue to interface and interact with members, lobby them to see that they support this cause. We'll continue to convince them why it should be better. And by the grace of God, we will be victorious.
It's almost as though you're saying that, look, no matter what happens, in June, whilst the 10th Assembly has been inaugurated, we are going to see Betara emerge as Speaker.
By the grace of God.
What if the man himself, if the APC decides to go with a different zone and the man himself decides to step down, what then happens?
He won't step down. He won't step down. He's prepared for the job. If you can see, we've been going around the country canvassing for votes, canvassing for support from members. He's a star aspirant. Other aspirants are just following after us. When they hear that we are here, they run there. When they hear that we are here, we really sat down and we saw that he's prepared to do this job. He's prepared himself to run for this position and to take the leadership of the House of Representatives. So the step down does not even come in here. He's not stepping down. Rather, we'll work stronger and we'll come out victorious.
All right. We're yet to get the direction of the APC on this. In the coming days and in the coming weeks, we are sure that the APC will speak to this issue in terms of the direction it wants to go. I will see how your candidate, Betara, reacts to that decision. Thank you so much for talking to us. Peter Akbanke, House of Reps member.
Thank you.
Obanluku Obudu, Federal Constituency, Cross River.
Obanluku Obudu Bekwara, please. Obanluku
All right,
Obudu Bekwara, Federal
Noted.
Constituency.
Noted. Thank you very much.
Thank you.